I was driving the old Corolla around and I noticed that all of a sudden the transmission has started shifting really hard, and it also was making noises, which is basically telling me that the rear automatic transmission mount has gone bad. So you can see that a new one looks like this. This mount has basically two massive rubber parts, a metal part that attaches to this crossbar right here, and another metal part that attaches to the transmission itself. There is also the screw, or actually a bolt, that goes all the way through. And so what this bolt really does is that it's acting as a limit, as a stop to the transmission, that prevents the transmission from going up too far, right? And as the transmission is resting on the mount, these elastic rubber portions are taking up all the weight. So again, this bolt right here is only a limit for the upward motion of the transmission. But at any rate, what do you do about this? It's not really a difficult job, but you do have to have the right tools. I'm using the screw jack here to basically lift up the back of the transmission. You do not want to lift the transmission by the pan because you will crack it, even if you have a big 2x4 or whatever it is. I think it's risky. So that's the best way to do it. You can see that I have a kind of a rubber pad. It's difficult to show with this camera. A rubber pad, and then this screw jack. The car, of course, is supported on these ramps. The rear of the car, you can see there are chocks behind the wheels. The car is on a slight incline. The reason I'm extending the screw jack is so that I'm able to remove this cross member. Basically, there are two big screws right here, and then that's what attaches the cross member to the frame, and then 4 screws. These are 12 millimeter, the big ones are 14. The 12 millimeter screws attach the cross member to the mount, and you can see that's the 4 openings for attachment. So pretty basic job if you have the right tools. Remove the cross member, remove the mount, replace the mount, put the cross member back, and you're good to go. Keep in mind that this thing is shaped a particular way, so you have to note which way it goes. Same thing with the mount. You can see that it's not exactly symmetric. So look how the old one is, and replace the new mount the same way. Quick point about the new mount I want to show you is that this nut right here is not tight at all. It hasn't been tightened. And so what you want to do is you want to tighten this nut, and it's a nylock, right? So there's this locking nylon portion. So you want to tighten it just so far as to engage the locking portion with the threads. You don't need to tighten it any more than that. So as soon as there's full contact between the nylon portion and the threads of the screw of the bolt, we're done. So that's what I'm going to do before I install it. I'm going to also look at how the factory mount has been put together. It's interesting, and I'll show it to you in part 2.